Well, we got some fun stuff to talk about today. Hi guys, how you doing? Great to see you. Some Corvette news and rumors, and primarily what we're going to talk about today is ZR1. In fact, I got to drive one on Monday, but you guys have an opportunity to win one. Let me remind you about the Chip Miller Foundation. They've put up a 2025 ZR1 with the ZTK package, an opportunity for you guys to win this car. What a great foundation, and comes from a great Corvette family. Yes, the people tied to Corvettes at Carlisle. Because you follow me here on the channel, there's a link down below in the very first comment that will get you extra entries to win this new Corvette, this 2025, and some cash. Check this out, guys. I've met many winners in these sweepstakes that we talk about. The next one could be you. You could win a ZR1. As much hype is out there right now because the cars are just getting delivered, let me tell you something. There's not going to be that many cars. This was never intended to be a volume car. Can you imagine owning a ZR1 and one that looks like this, and you're helping out the Chip Miller Foundation? And then you give yourself a chance to experience really, truly a huge piece, a significant piece of history in Corvette by winning this car. Click that link down below in the very first comment. Good luck, you guys. And if you win it, I want to know what you think when you drive your ZR1 that you might win through the contest that we're talking about. I drove one on Monday thanks to our customer Michael in Florida at the National Corvette Museum. We were restricted. We're going to talk more about that in just a second. In fact, I had GoPros all over the car, and I appreciate that. It was so hot on Monday in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I had the back camera set up. If you look at this picture here, that was supposed to get some rolling footage as we drove around. I found this one road past the NCM Motorsports Park. I'm going to go back there and share that with you guys, but I wanted to get some of that footage from that vantage point. I'm trying to get the other camera set up. I got a test shot. I got 4 seconds of the picture that you've been looking at, and then the GoPro was so hot, it shut itself down. I mean, come on, man. The other ones were working, including the one that was on the windshield shooting down the front of the car that you're going to see here in just a little bit. Most of what you're going to see on Sunday's Coffee with Conti. As you guys know from watching the internet, there were 2 ZR1s delivered on Monday. A friend of ours through Paragon, and then my customer, my friend Michael as well. I was there when that was all unfolding, and we didn't even bother doing a Tech Tuesday because Paragon, they owned the internet Tuesday night when it came to Corvette, and they still do. The article just hit Road and Track, all kinds of websites, because they took those cars, drove them 10 hours to Iowa, and then dynoed the first ever ZR1s, and the numbers are freaking incredible, man. And you got to wonder if the GM engineers are going, yeah, we know. So did they dumb down the 1,064 horsepower? Because Paragon is getting more out of stock cars with like 500-600 miles on them. And Paragon did a wonderful job with their live broadcast through Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, showing off dynoing the ZR1 Corvette. Wow. So Paragon has taken it even further beyond the dyno. They've actually weighing the car. This picture's cool. ZTK versus non-ZTK. Seeing the poundage difference between the 2 cars, and they both had a full tank of gas. They've been taking it apart. They're testing for intakes. They're testing for exhausts. They're really going to town and dissecting this car to have some additional enhancements for you guys if you're lucky enough to get one of these ZR1s. So Paragon Performance will be the place you want to go. And as we know it from Chevrolet, at the crank, it's been advertised, and like I said, did GM dumb that down? It's 1,064 horsepower. So when you dyno a car, in case you didn't know, the rear horsepower, that rating is a variance anywhere from 10 to 15% from the crank horsepower. So 1,064 is going to be 905 to 958 rear wheel horsepower. Paragon takes the ZTK car right away on the live stream, 1,028 rear wheel horsepower. So using the same equation, about 10%, that puts it at 1,142 horsepower at the crank. Now the torque number is pretty close to what Chevrolet's advertised. It's 828 from Chevrolet, as they say, and then Paragon got 839 torque on the ZTK car, and then the white car, the non-ZTK, non-high wing car, was 825 pounds of torque. So some really impressive numbers. Again, nice job to my friends at Paragon Performance. We were sweating to death. We're hustling around, trying to get some media shots, trying to get some pictures. Rob's going crazy trying to get this. I'm trying to get that, trying to set up GoPros in the heat. And then they wanted to get on the road. They wanted to get those break-in miles. They actually moved up their live stream for that dyno because they wanted to be first in the world. And they were. And we're all enjoying the conversation that's come from that. The conversation we're going to have Sunday on this channel on my Coffee with Conti show is with Michael, getting his initial reaction, and he's had a lot of Corvettes. What does he think about the ZR1? How does it feel? He even let me drive it, and I'll have some reactions for you guys as well. We even talked about car insurance for the ZR1. We're hearing stuff all over the place, so that's a good conversation. Again, this Sunday on this channel on my Coffee with Conti show. And more Corvette news going on right now. Speaking of ZR1 and ZR1X, Chevrolet has had the track at Nürburgring. They are testing right now as we speak. We're getting all kinds of feedback, but we don't have the official times yet. Will it beat the Mustang GTD? Will it be the fastest car built in America? Everybody is, for years, we're like, hey, we never got that official time for Z06. You know, it's like, hey, I think everybody, we need this. But this validation stuff that we got from Paragon, that's impressive. But let's see the time. And of course, everything's going to be relative to the driver, but let's see the time that she's pulling out there at the Nürburgring. And as soon as that's published, yeah, that'll probably blow up the internet as well. Everybody's curious about this car. So let's throw this out there. I've heard this from several different people. Now you guys got me thinking. So let's throw it out on the channel for extended conversation in the comments, and maybe other channels will pick up on it too. Rumor, strictly a rumor. Maybe it's just a want and there's no validity to it whatsoever, because now we have the ZR1X we shared with you. In the GM system, it was supposed to be called ZR1E. Thank God they didn't do that. They would have killed the freaking car, all right? ZR1X it is, but everybody's upset. Why wasn't it called Zora? The rumor is that there could be still a Zora model coming. Huh? What? What the heck's that gonna be? Do we need a Corvette with wings on it now? I mean, guys, where's the limit? And what are you going to do with the darn thing? My goodness, that is, that's crazy to think that there could be something beyond the ZR1X. So anyways, if you think that's for real or it's just, you know, this ad, let me know in the comments down below. I do appreciate that. And real quick, some current news in regards to ordering Corvette. Now, this is the second order cycle for Chevrolet. However, there is no ordering for any Corvette model. We still don't have pricing for 2026, no allocations yet for ZR1, and no conversations on when we can begin to order ZR1X. I think we'll probably see that in a couple of weeks. Keep in mind, Monday, June 30th, Corvette's birthday, but the plant is going to be shut down for 2 weeks for their summer shutdown. So it could be 2-3 weeks before we get communication on any of the stuff that we just mentioned. And we already heard and we told you guys in a previous video that August 4th is the beginning of 2026 production. And in August, and I would imagine that it coincides around the start of production, on the Chevy Builder and Chevy.com, that's when you'll have the 26 configurator and we'll have pricing as well. I'm actually hoping we get pricing sooner. Shocked, disappointed that we haven't had it already, because there's already been one order cycle released. These people don't even know what their car cost yet. And I guess that's, you can use the line that has been said 100 times, if not more, in regards to C8. You can't make this stuff up. You know, it's just one thing after another, guys. This is for real, sorry. Real quick, let's go back to ZR1 conversation. Another rumor, concern, valid concern. About 310 allocations released for 2025, accepted orders. How many times have I said to you guys, the exception has become the rule? That might be the case again for these accepted orders, where that is, we were talking about it on the Boulevard Monday at the National Corvette Museum. You know, what the heck, I guess, you know, because we've already seen it. They've taken parts off orders and thrown them back, and it's just been a mess. Usually when you get an accepted order at that 3,000 status, you got a car coming, just a matter of when. There's a rumor now that they may not have enough parts. They may not be able to build all the accepted orders for ZR1. Again, you can't write this stuff. And two quick things before you guys go. Thanks for joining us today. Looking forward to your comments down below. Don't forget to click that first link in the comments. You have an opportunity to win a ZR1, and you get extra entries because you follow me here on the channel. I do appreciate that. And my car, by the way, this big news. This should have been the headline. For me anyways. It's been, oh my gosh, almost 3 weeks. My car is finally coming back from California. Got picked up today. I can't wait to get it. I got some other adventures we're working on too, so stay tuned for that. But when I get it back, I'm excited. But again, I addressed on Sunday's show what had happened, what my friend Greg did to the car. And I'm okay with it. And I wasn't going to, but I am going to share it with you when the car gets back. So I just want to kind of update you. Everyone's like, hey, what happened to the car? What happened? It's like, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So we'll talk about it when the car comes off the truck sometime probably next week. All right, guys, I appreciate that. And when I was at the Corvette Museum on Monday and Tuesday, I ran into Harlon Charles at 2 different restaurants. And he's just like, oh my gosh, why don't you tell me where we're having breakfast tomorrow? We'll just meet there. It was just crazy. It was really nice. I hated to interrupt his dinner, but I wanted to go say hi. Hadn't seen him since everything happened toward the beginning of the year. And I thanked him for everything that he's done for us. And you can just tell how much passion he still has for Corvette. And I asked him, I said, hey, do you plan to come into some Corvette events in the future here at the Corvette Museum? He goes, oh yeah. He goes, I'll be here. So that was good. Thanks, Harlon, for taking the time to talk with us. Appreciate everything you've done, and it was great to see you, and I know that you were in there for a friend's ZR1 delivery. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks again for stopping by. Support this channel by subscribing, please. Thumbs up this video, make those comments down below, and join us Sunday on Coffee with Conti. I drive my customers' ZR1 with an awesome send-off pat from the National Corvette Museum.